me look at my camera and see how. No, I'm not muted. I can't mute.
Coming to you live tonight from Central York High School, it's Todd Edwards along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones, and we are in for a main event matchup tonight. How about it, Dew? As York High invades Central York tonight. Big rivalry game in Division I, YIAA.
Absolutely, man. York High's on the road, man, but they're going to play like that. They're at home. This is a big-time rivalry from York High and Central York. In football or basketball, I mean, when these two teams match up, this is one of our biggest viewed games, so it should be a really good one tonight. York High comes in 3-1. Only have one loss, I believe, to...
They played in a tip-off
tournament.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was Williamsport they lost to.
Out-of-conference game.
Their only loss, but Central York comes in at 3-2 with 2 losses. One to a couple of days ago against Father Judd, which was a tough team, and also Reading, who are the state champs.
So, yeah, some players to keep an eye on tonight. Well, we see David Ward right in front of me. He's a player to keep an eye on for York High, along with number 1, Davion Leonard, another player for York High. And let's not forget number 3, Jazir Vega as well.
Yeah, Jazir Vega, he had 25 points last game, had 7 threes. He's their senior guard. He has a lot of leadership with him. And as you said before, there's a lot of guys on the team. You can't forget about Joels Tucker, the sophomore. He's a big-time player. You know, he averaged the most points on the team so far with 26 points per game. And he's aggressive. He's an aggressive player.
We see him out there, the big man, Marion Newsom as well, number 12. Keep an eye on him as well tonight. He likes to crash the boards. How about it?
Oh yeah, Marion Newsom. He averages nine rebounds per game. He's the big man in the middle. And I talked to their coach, Chris Woodard, before the game, or actually in the earlier this season. He told me, he said, "Hey, Amari's a different guy than he was last year. He was a little bit raw last year. This year, he's more polished. He's a better player. He knows what to do with the ball. He doesn't put it on the floor. He goes right up with it. He's going to be a big man in the middle. Central has to, you know, have something for him."
And Chris Woodard, want to remind the fans that are tuned in, he taught a few lessons to Shaquille O'Neal back in the day. How about it?
Oh, yeah, Chris Woodard, like I said, you know, York High legend as well. A lot of people call him Ice. And you can't also forget Coach Gallen. He does a great job with his team. I think it's his 7th year being with the ball club as a head coach. And, you know, he always have his guys ready to rock and roll. But we can't forget Central York. Central York is playing on their home court tonight against a stout York High team. Let's talk a little bit about Central York.
Let's do that. And a major injury from this past Saturday's game against Father Judge. Ethan Dotson going to be out with a wrist injury.
Yeah, unfortunately, just got that information, I believe, this morning. Ethan Dotson, the starting shooting guard for Central York, is going to be out the 6 to 8 weeks with a fractured wrist injury. So, you know, he's a big-time guard. He's been the starter here for the last 3 years. So not having Ethan Dotson is going to take away a lot. He's the most, in my opinion, the most athletic player on the Central York roster. But, you know, they have a deep bench. They have other guys that can step up to the plate. And let's talk right off the bat with the big man, Greg Gottinger.
Yeah, who just picked up an offer this week from Lafayette University College, and that's his 2nd offer. Also has an offer from Toledo. Another player to keep an eye on, how about Ben Rill, who in Dallastown scored 35 points.
Yeah, Ben Rill's doing a lot of good things for the ball club. At 6'7", had 35 points in that big-time win against Dallastown and that double overtime victory that we filmed.
Yes.
You know, Ben Rill's a big-time player. Can't forget Ben Natal. Now, Ben Natal's going to get more looks and more opportunities out there. He's a shooting guard, and he's going to have a lot of points tonight. Or he's going to be very aggressive on offense, so expect him to score a lot of points.
No doubt about it. Interesting to see tonight. They're warming up in front of us, Stu. The anticipation is building tonight in this big matchup from Central York High School. And some other players to keep an eye on for Central, Stu?
Yeah, some other players, of course, you also remember Matthew Parker, Saxon Sukanic, Owen Hill, and also JoJo Woodard also plays, and Ryan Brown Jr., a freshman that moved up for this particular game here tonight in the absence of Ethan Dotson, so expect him to get some time as well. Like I said, they also have a lot of other players that can really fill in, and it's going to be real interesting to see how deep they go in tonight's game.
Yeah, and you know what? The presence of the media, they're here tonight. Various media outlets are here to cover this big matchup, and rightly so. Both teams 2-0 in the conference. One will move to 3-0. One will pick up their first loss tonight, and it'll be interesting to see how things unfold here at Central York High School.
Yeah, it should be a great game. There's still a lot of space in the gym here tonight. If you want to come out, Definitely come to Mundus Hill Road, as you said, Central York High School. Come support York High or Central York, whoever it may be. But it's going to be a good game here tonight. And we also got to thank our sponsors that help us get these games on TV and online. Our season-long sponsors, of course, Thornton Automotive, Fairview Early Learning Community Center, S3 Performance Training, Bajor Insurance, the Basketball Warehouse, Parma's Pizza, and Charlie's Angels. And you'll see all their contact information at the lower of our screen throughout the full game. Go ahead and contact them, or like their page on Facebook and show them some support. They do a lot for the sports and athletics in this area, so they really stand behind us, and we stand behind them. So big shout out to our sponsors here tonight.
Should be a great game tonight. Get your bottled water and popcorn as you're watching at home, and let's get ready for Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you tonight. Stu Jones and Todd Edwards.
No doubt. Can't wait, Todd. Let's go.
Sports fans, we made our way back up to the broadcast booth. A nice crowd starting to file in up here at Central York High School, and that includes the upper deck where we're positioned tonight, mid-court. As I mentioned earlier in the pregame show, various media are here covering this matchup. It's a big one in YIAA Division I action.
Yeah, we got a lot of big games on our schedule this year, Todd. This probably being one of the biggest ones. Sorry, it took me a second to find our schedule, which is located on our Facebook page, and it's also located on our Instagram page, Sports Shooting Stars. But we also have Executive Education versus York Catholic, and that's on Thursday of this week. So that's going to be a big game.
Big matchup, Executive Education, a charter school, prep school out of the Allentown area. We watched them earlier this year when they made their trek to Columbia across the river.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see Executive Education back in action.
And also another big matchup right after that on January 3rd, 2023, we have Littlestown versus West York, which is another big-time matchup in the Division II, Division III area that I think a lot of people want to see.
fans are craving for some of those teams in D2, D3, you'll get your chance with the new year in 2023 as we kick things off at West York.
And then right after that, Todd, it's going to be hectic because right after that we have the county championship rematch pretty much with Eastern York versus West York the same week on January 6th. So we got a lot of games scheduled. We have York Suburban on our schedule, Southwestern, York Suburban girls, and York High girls, Dallastown Redline, Chester High, Northeastern, New Oxford versus York Suburban, DeLone Catholic versus New Oxford, Bermuda Springs girls versus DeLone Catholic girls, Spring Grove versus York Tech, and also New Oxford versus West York. And we're going to sprinkle in a few more games here and there on our schedule.
Take time to breathe. It'll be a busy winter season of broadcasting basketball games with Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. Tonight, the teams are finishing up their warm-ups.
Also want to add, Todd, we couldn't be able to do those games without our sponsors that's helping us out. As you can see, the information is at our lower third of our screen here tonight. You can see the information at the lower the lower third of our screen, I'm sorry. We want to thank all the fans for tuning in here tonight as we're only about 2 minutes away from tip-off. This will be our third game of the season. No, second game of the season. I'm sorry, second game of the season.
I've attended a few games as a courtside correspondent,
Exactly.
so yeah.
Same here, so I kind of got it mixed up. We're
Yeah,
always at these games, so hey, this is only our second game, but it should be a really good game. As I said, I'm really impressed with York High. I think they have enough talent with the starting five to go really long, have a really long season, you know, to make it to the counties. I truly believe York High is a stout team, and they can do what they need to do. Central York as well, super talented team, has a lot of guys on their bench. I assume they will empty the bench a little bit more this game, but go about 8-9 set. We'll see what works, but you know, Coach Hoke has a system that you know he believes in, the kids believe in as well. You know, he has come up with some big time victories, and I know Central York wants to bounce back from that crucial loss against Father Judge, which they was in control of the game most of the game, and then end up losing on a last second three-pointer.
We're moments away from player introductions for the starting teams. As the Central York cheerleaders make their way out into the hardwood floor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Go Caroling Day. Welcome to Central York High School for tonight's YAIAA boys basketball game. Featuring the Bearcats of York High and your Central York Panthers. High School Sports Live, in partnership with Fox 43, is proud to telecast tonight's Central York versus York High matchup.
playing of our national anthem here at Central York High School.
And we're moments away from the starting lineup for York High.
First the visiting Bearcats of York High. Sophomore number 0, David Ward. Sophomore number 1, Davion Lindner. Senior number 3, Yasir Vega. Senior number 12, Amarian Lucen. And then junior number 5, Manford White. The Bearcats are coached by Mr. Corey Gallen, Mr. Timothy Carmelo Cassiano, Mr. Chris Woodard, Mr. Mike Mango, Mr. Gerald Proctor, and Mr. Charles Butler. And now for your Central York Panthers. Sophomore number 1, Ben Natal. Sophomore number 3, Saxton Sukan. Junior number 4, Greg Gittinger. Sophomore number 13, Ben Will. And sophomore number 24, Matthew Cooper. Now let's play some basketball.
Marian Newson out there for the tip-off against Ben Rill. Seconds away here from the start of this big matchup in YIAA. York High with the possession. Last touch by the Bearcats. Central York. Ben Natal bringing the ball up court.
Out to Ben Rill. Looks, sees nothing. Out to Greg Gittinger. Kick out. Baseline. And that's the shot that Greg likes to take. Short.
There's Matthew Parker under the net. Unsuccessful shot.
And we know York High likes to run the ball. Davion Leonard with the ball.
With the ball and the put in.
And that's an and one. Davion Leonard is an elite scorer. He can score in multiple ways. I was about to say mad ways, but multiple ways out there on the court, number one. His dad runs endless training, endless work training. And, you know, Davion's a guy who's always in the gym, man, 24/7. Dad does a great job with him.
Three-point play for Davion. And it gives York High the lead 3-0 right now, early in the first quarter from Central York High School.
And you see York High likes to trap with their guards up top. It's going to give Central York opportunity to shoot that three that's open. There it is.
And drains it. Greg Gittinger for three.
That's exactly what's going to be open for Central York with that trap. It's up to Central York to knock down that three. Ties the game up 3-3 so far in this first quarter. Jacier Vega, he likes to shoot the deep ball. Really ball quick as well. Davion, and that's a swing pass. That's what they want. Jacier had the shot. Good rebound from Matthew Parker. Pushing the ball up is Greg Gettinger with the crossover, little one-on-one, and they kick it out. It's a turnover.
And a steal.
Davion, bang!
Davion with the dunk.
As we said again, Davion, he's a lights-out type of player. He works really hard in that Vertimax throughout the summer to get those type of hops. So, you know, he likes it. Yorkai loves to score in transition. Davion, he's a crowd pleaser. Him and Joels Tucker. Joels Tucker's not in the game right now, but he will be checking in momentarily, number 2.
Foul called on York High's Monford White. Sends Ben Rill to the free throw line.
And with that transitional steal, you saw the scrappiness that York High brings to the table. Their guards are really scrappy, and they get opportunities for themselves.
We're all tied up 5-5 here in the opening quarter with just over 6 minutes to go here from Central York High School. Bearcats versus the Panthers. Jasir Vega, deep for 3, in and out of the bucket.
And Amari Newsom with the rebound. He leads the team with rebounds with 9 so far early in the season.
Amari Newsom.
Amari, he doesn't stop, man. He's a different player than he was last year. He's definitely showing his skill set this year. As we said earlier, more of a raw type of player last year. This year is way more polished. Saxton with the kick out. Greg Gettinger. And Yorkai is set up in a 2-3 zone. Greg Gettinger, he loves that shot.
Rebound by Saxon Sukanik. Jump ball.
Great scrappy play from Saxon Sukanik. Checking in the game right now is Bowden Pease for Ben Rill.
He's been injured, but he's back now.
Yes, he is back, ready to go. Getting Bowden some time, the sophomore, number 12. Didn't see him much because of an injury. And that's a nice pass.
Missed opportunity there by Saxon Sukanik. Big shot there by Davion. Big 3.
That's a steal. Don't know what happened right there with Joels Tucker. He's a big-time dunker. Bowden Pease for 3 off, and Yorkai's off to the races. Jasir Vega with the ball. Sidestep. Right now, you almost got to call a timeout if you don't get a score here for Central York. Yorkai is playing their type of basketball, and that's transitional basketball.
Up 12-5 right now.
Bowden Pease with the ball. He's deep, and that's a block.
Swatted away by Newsom. With 4:31 to go, York High 12, Central York 5.
And we know York High can score points at a high clip, and right now they're doing it on the defensive side. They're getting steals. Greg Gettinger wide open. That's another block for Mari Newsom. Greg had the shot. Mari played great defense. David Ward, short. Rebound by Ben Natal. Brings the ball up. Looks like Central York is starting to work their offense. No foul. Matthew Parker with a nice drive to the bucket. Stops the bleeding a bit.
Down by 5, Central York, 12-7 here with just under 4 minutes to go. Kick out Jasir Vega for 3. Big time 3 by Davion Leonard. And a timeout called by Coach Jeff Hoke of Central. 11 points already for Davion Leonard. Leads all scorers, and he's on fire, dude, tonight.
Already, man. He's a guy, he preps really good. Like I said, he's a gym rat. He lives in the gym. His dad does a great job with training and making sure he's ready, for these moments. And, he lives on the road. He can score these points at home or on the road, as you can see tonight, starting off really, really hot.
Your score, York High 15, Central York 7 with 3:44 to go. a timeout. And the cheerleaders are out mid-court providing some entertainment here during the timeout.
Yes, they do a great job as well. The cheerleaders. 15-7. York High is off to a red hot start so far in this first quarter. As we said, we know that York High likes to run. They kind of go out there in a 3-guard set. They like to push the ball up and down the court and get some quick buckets. St. York has to match that.
Foul called on Monford White, his second, as it sends Matthew Parker to the free throw line.
Matthew short on the first attempt. Knocks down the second. With the ball right now is Davion Littert. As we said again, he has 11 points so far in his first quarter. And that's the third miss so far from Jocelyn Vega. It's only a matter of time before he starts getting, starts knocking down that shot.
Connecting, right? Yes, it's a jump ball. It'll be York High Bearcats possession. Rebound by Parker.
Parker's doing a good job so far controlling the rebounds for Central York.
Getting her with the ball, the pass to Ben Natal.
Ben Natal looks. Short. Rebound by David Ward with a great outlet.
Tucker for 2.
Amazing outlet. Great job from Joels Tucker going on the break and being ready. And I said again, that's the type of basketball that York High likes to play. Another steal.
Oh.
Checking in the game for Central York is Owen Hill.
Greg Gittinger getting a breather here with 2:39 to go.
He'll probably be checking in real soon. Quick breather, as you said. Ben Real with the ball deep in the post. You can't put the ball on the floor, though. They're scrappy, and that's another steal.
Another steal.
For York High. Another outlet pass. And right now, it's just the speed of York High that Central York can't keep up with. They have 4 steals so far in the game.
David Ward, his first points of the game, and a timeout called by head coach Jeff Hoke of Central. They're going to think things over here with 2:18 to go. And York High, a big lead, 19-8 over Central.
They're not wasting any time. We see Coach Hoke going to the bench and going to his reserves and getting those guys in. But right now, it's all about York High. They're rocking and rolling. They're doing a great job with the transitional basketball and with the outlets. I mean, that's a part of their offense. They don't always come down and set up an offense. Part of their offense is defense. And I think that's very key for a lot of teams. Part of your offense has to be your defense, and that's what York High banks on. They look at their guards. They're getting steals out there by the half-court line and quick outlet passes to their running fast guards. And right now, that's on display.
Yep. It's a bit of a track meet, and right now York High's winning.
Right now, Central York has to dig deep a little bit. Look for some offense.
Devin Marsh.
Another rebound from Matthew Parker. He goes up, loses it. Devin Marsh right there. And he can't make it drop either. And that's another outlet pass.
Jazeer Vega with the foot in.
And it's a layup drill. It has been a layup drill. You got to get your guys to get back. That's a nice pass. Tough shot.
Devin Marsh fouled on the play. Marion Newson, his first foul, as it will send Marsh to the free throw line. Devin looking for his first points in tonight's game.
Devin Marsh at the line, a little short. And checking back in the game is Greg Gittinger, and also number 0, Ryan Brown Jr., the freshman, getting his opportunity in the first quarter
Big
of
moment.
a highly contested game, down 13. Right now, Central York is in a 2-guard lineup. Another short one. Rebound by Ben Grill. He comes up a bit short.
Foul called on Joels Tucker, York High. Now it'll send Ben Rill to the free throw line. And Ben will try to put some points on the board for Central York.
Ben's a little short right there, too. Right now, Central York is not looking very impressive so far this first quarter. As we said earlier, we expected Hoke kind of to empty the bench a little bit without having Ethan Dotson in the game. And that's another short ball. Marion with the rebound.
Gittinger under the net. And
Gittinger just being tough.
5 points for Greg Gittinger. Central down by 11, 21-10 with just under a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter.
And that's going to give Central York the ball. They need every opportunity they can get to get some points on the board. Like I said again, your defense has to be your offense. Bringing the ball up the court is number 0, Ryan Brown Jr., setting up the offense.
Gittinger for 3. There's
Rebound.
Ryan Jr. under the net for the rebound. Another foul.
And that's a nice rebound from the freshman and getting an opportunity for Greg Gittinger to get to the line. That's what they have to do. They have to get it back on defense. You don't want to go shot for shot with a team like York High. York High wants to run the ball, shoot those deep threes, and dribble drive penetration. You got to stay at home and be very disciplined against a fast team like the Bearcats. Checking in the game for York High is number 50. Don't actually have his...
Montel Fernandez.
Montel Fernandez.
Nice pass and put in by Ben Will.
Still, York High has a comfortable lead, 21-13. 8-point lead in the first quarter. Looks like they're almost holding for the last shot. You got the ball in your quick hand guard, in the quick hands of your guard number 2, Joels Tucker. And right now, York High is playing that no rush at all. Joels believes he can take him off the dribble, so he's going to do what he can do. There's a kick out.
There's Ryan Brown Jr. for 3.
Didn't see the top of that. They're saying the ball was maybe deflected.
To no avail, the refs are York High possession here.
And only 10 seconds. York High wants to get a quick shot up, and Central wants to play defense and not let them get the score before the end of the first quarter.
Checking in for Central, Saxton Sukanik, Owen Hill heading to the bench.
Only 4 seconds to go in this first quarter. Davion with space. And that's the end of your first quarter. York High 21, Central York 13. York High with the 8-point lead to go in the second quarter. That first quarter was a fast-paced first quarter. That's exactly the type of basketball that York High wants to play. Up-tempo, in transition, and the guards are getting really involved. Amarian Newsom is doing a great job on the rebounds. He leads the team with 9 rebounds per game, so he's right on point as far as what he's doing. And also for Central York, Matthew Parker is doing a great job of getting the rebounds and getting those second chance shots. Greg Gittinger is doing a great job of scoring, as we said before. Without having a guy like Ethan Dodson in the game, Coach Choke is almost forced to kind of go deeper into his bench, and he has done that so far in this game, using somewhat of a guard set in the first quarter.
Yeah, Davion Leonard, leading scorer for York High with 11. For Central York, Greg Gittinger with 6 points. And we're moments away from the start of the second quarter. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you this Tuesday night. Thank you for tuning in, wherever you're watching.
Who's supposed to do? Oh, okay. Starting the second quarter, we see a brand new set of guys out there for Central York. Ben Natal with the ball, looking. Great Gittinger, deep three. Short, rebound, Saxton
Sukanik underneath the net. Vega bringing the ball up court for York High. Desir has 4 points tonight.
Jasir Vega with the ball. Very crafty with the ball. Likes to turn the corner. And that's a travel call. Slowly but surely, Central York is starting to get some turnovers now that they didn't have in the first quarter. Checking in, bringing the ball in, Ben Natal. York High's in that press. Breaks the press, gets the ball to Ben Natal. It's an easy layup. It's an easy layup for Ben Natal. Great job. Assist from Brian Brown, Jr.
Ben's first points in tonight's game.
Ben's another guy you want to get involved on your offense, absolutely. Right now, and that's another turnover. Exactly what Central York needed to kind of get back into this game. And right on point, Coach Clovis Gallen is not going to let Central go on no type of run. He's going to call a timeout and try to get his guys back, regroup his guys and get them back underneath the fold.
Try to break some of the momentum that Central has tilting their way here briefly. York High with the lead 21-15 with 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
As you can see, the cheerleaders doing their thing, of course. Very athletic, a big part of any basketball game, especially in high school. I want to give he's watching all the way from Wisconsin. I believe Jeff is related to Greg Gittinger, of course, and also Jay.
His father, former NBA player with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And also want to give a shout out to one of the users. They said Bowden is not a sophomore, he's a junior. So thank you for letting us know about that. Inbound the ball, Ben Natal with it.
Ben Natal with the ball, bringing the ball up court.
Moving without the ball. Great Gittinger, and that's a steal.
It's a steal, Joels Tucker to the net, and a put in by Tucker.
Right now, they got to limit the steals. Slow it down a bit. York High's doing a great job with all the steals they have so far in this game.
And a steal.
And that's 4 jerseys you see down
Tucker,
there
back
for
to
York
back
High.
dunks, dude. 6 points for Joels Tucker, and now a 10-point lead for York High, 25-15.
Yeah, and as we said again, those, those guards that Yurkai has, that's what they bank on, is getting those type of skills. They're very scrappy. And, you know, Central York has to do a better job with the ball and protect it better. You got to understand, you got to do some ball fakes, some jab steps or something. But if you look down your player and you want to pass it to him, Yurkai's going to get in the passing lanes, and they're going to do what they do. They're scrappy. They're going to go for the ball. And half the team can dunk. So that's what they want to do. They want to get those, you know, those breakaway dunks that's going to really change the momentum of the game when you have a dunk like that. And when one of your guys gets it, then another guy gets it. And as you can see, Joel Tucker, man, he's lightning in the bottle.
No doubt about that, and they're winning this game rather convincingly. And they like that up-tempo style offense, dude. We're seeing that on display by the Bearcats tonight.
And Central got to, you know, Central has to, you know, it's a long game. It's only the second quarter. It's a lot of points that can be scored. One play at a time, but they want to get back into the game. And that's another steal.
Central ball, last touch.
And unofficially, I believe Yurkai has around 7 steals so far in the first half of this game. And that's 14 points, to be honest with you, because after the steal, they're breaking.
Then Natal with the ball, bringing the ball up court.
Central York desperately needs a shot on this possession here. Don't want to go down too much.
Here's Ryan Brown Jr. for 3. A big shot there by Ryan Brown.
Great job for Ryan Brown Jr. Knocks down the 3 on the swing pass. Good defense. And right now, Yurkai's been very patient, finding what they want. And that's a travel call. I like the patience from Yurkai. They're not trying to rush anything. You know, they know what they have. They know who's on their team, and they're very comfortable with that. Ben Natal with the ball. And Central York is setting up their offense. They want to go to Greg Gittinger.
And Real down low in the post as well.
Greg has to knock that down. That's his shot. Don't overguess it, Greg. That's one of the shots he likes to do, a ball fake and get the guy off his feet and get that clean look. He second-guessed it for half a second and thought about it and didn't get any luck on the shot, but, you know, he has to be more aggressive.
Mentioned earlier in our pregame show, Greg Gittinger picked up an offer from Lafayette College.
Wow. Yeah, he's going to continue to pick up offers. He's been a 3-year starter as well for Central York. Nice swing pass. And Yurkai likes to turn the corner and go baseline. You got to watch that baseline. Davion Litter with the ball. Joel Tucker, he drives. That's too easy.
Saxon Sukanik. Ryan Brown Jr. now bringing the ball up court. They give to Geidinger. There's a shot, dude.
Big shot by Greg Gittinger. Geidinger, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Assisted by Ryan Brown Jr.
He likes that three-point shot. Gives Greg 9 points tonight and pulls Central within 4 with just over 4 minutes to go.
Big time box out. Out to Saxton Sukanik. He goes to the bucket. And they're off to the races again.
There's Tucker with the ball and the put in.
And that's just Joel Tucker kind of hanging out around the half-court line. Yep. He anticipates that outlet pass. Great move from Joel Tucker. Ben Natal with the ball.
Down low to Ben Rill.
And Yurkai's doing a great job of keeping that cushion, keeping that lead, and not letting Ben Rill get too much involved in the paint. We know that's where he wants the ball at. Doesn't really like to play with his back to the basket, but he can. And with the big height advantage he has, well, not really big height advantage this game with Amari Newsom being there. Inbounding the ball, it's Ryan Brown Jr. looking for something. And there's a timeout call from Coach Hoke.
.320 to go. Your score, York High 27, Central York 21. Leading scorer for York High, Davion Leonard with 11 points. And for Central, Greg Gittinger with 9 points.
And while we have a quick timeout, let's go ahead. You can see a photo from our sponsor, Thornton Automotive, and some of the things that they're involved in with this year. 2022 Best of the Best York Daily Record winner. Also the Reg Tag clearance sale. You want to go ahead and check that out. And also the Wrap It Up Holiday Sales event. Go ahead and contact Thornton Automotive. You can look them up online at thornton247.com or go give them a visit at 3885 Carlisle Road, Dover, PA 17315.
We're back, sports fans, coming off the timeout.
Ben Natal on the baseline, nothing there. Ben Real with the rebound.
6 points for Ben Rill with just over 3 minutes to go. Your score, York High 27, Central York 23. Saxton Sukanik just lost control of that ball as he stepped out of bounds.
Checking back in the game is Bowden Peace.
A junior for the Central York Panthers Ball Club. We mentioned earlier, coming off an injury. Good to see him back on the court. Giles Tucker bringing the ball up court for the Bearcats.
It's only a 4-point lead, but Josiah Vega loves to go baseline. He likes to change his hips and go baseline. Right now, he's been kind of a quiet game so far for Josiah Vega, but don't expect that to happen for too long. Great job from Matthew Parker. And he attacks the rim. Short. Another tip in. Ben Real can't tip the ball in. And just like that, there goes York High again on the outlet.
Davion Leonard with the dunk.
Central York has to play better defense. You got to slow down the guys that you know want to score. And that's a three from Ben Natal.
Big three by Ben Natal.
Great job. He answers back. And right now, it's a 29-26 point game.
They've closed the gap, Central, within 3 with just under 2 minutes to go. Vega bringing the ball up court, setting up his offense.
Keep an eye on Josiah Vega. And this is a matchup that Joel Tucker likes. He believes he can take anybody off the dribble, but he likes to have that one-on-one matchup. Davion Leonard with the ball, goes baseline, doesn't see anything, and he gets bumped. And so far, Todd, in this first half, it has been the tempo of York High. This is how they want to play. We also know that Central York likes to play fast as well, but as far as these transition points and just the energy, that's going York High's favor.
Yeah, so far, it seems as if they've jumped out of the box rather quickly.
Amari Newsom.
Newsom with a put in.
With the big man move. One-step drop off the backboard. That's a pass. Nice ball rotation. Swing pass out to Matthew Parker.
Underneath the Gittinger, down low.
Gittinger's low. He gets something up.
Newsom.
And that's just great defense from
And a
Mario
steal
Newsom.
by Gittinger. There's Ben Natal.
That was great defense from Amari Newsom, but that's also good wherewithal for Greg Gittinger to stay there and get that steal and the pass off to Ben Natal. And it's only a 3-point game. As we said again, I believe that York High was up at 10 points, by 10 points in the second quarter.
Davion with the ball. Give to Vega.
And this is something I like from York High. You know, having that lead and trying to get the last second shot, you know, that's something that's definitely needed. And they're looking for a 5. Joel Tucker, the lightning quick guard. And Johnson Vega has long
Under
long
5
range
seconds,
speed.
too.
Very exciting first half so far, Ty. Really good plays from both teams, both players. It's exactly what we expected. Not really a high-scoring affair, but it has been about 4 dunks so far in the game, so that's always a good thing.
It's been entertaining. There's no doubt about it. And your score at halftime, York High 31, Central York 28. Your leading scorer for York High, well, Davion Leonard, 13 points. Joels Tucker has 8 points as well for York High. On Central York, Greg Gittinger with 9 points, followed by Ben Natal at 7 points as the fans start to stretch and make their way to the concession stands. As we mentioned, it's been an entertaining first half here from Central York High School.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And, you know, what I always say, I say it every game, I believe, you know, it's all about the adjustments in the second half. The adjustments that you make in the second half is going to tell how, you know, how you're going to win this game. It's going to be very interesting. You know, I think, like I said again, I do believe, you know, going deeper into the bench for Central York is to their favor, and they did that in the first half. I think they got a lot of success off of that. And also, you know, you got to have an emphasis on defense. You know, on the second half, they have to know that York High wants to run the ball. Central doing a good job of kind of stopping York High when they get into a set. But as far as transition, not many teams can keep up with York High. So, you know, York High is playing their type of basketball. Had a quiet game so far from Jocelyn Vega, the senior, but he's a guy that can light it up at any time. As we said earlier, had 7 threes against Redline a couple days ago. And York High can score a lot of points. A couple of their victories this year are about 20 points plus. So, you know, this team can explode on you, and it's by their transitional play.
Like we mentioned earlier, been a very entertaining first half. I want to remind the fans, we'll be back on the air this coming Thursday as we make our way to York Catholic as they'll play host to Executive Education out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, a prep school, making their way here into the York County area.
Yeah,
again, check our schedule on Facebook and Instagram for Sports Shooting Stars.
Yeah, and the fans can. You know, while they have this opportunity during the 10 minutes that we're down, they can go ahead and check us out on Sports Shooting. Facebook. Go to Facebook and check us out on Sports Shooting Stars. You can check us out on Instagram. We're also on Twitter. You know, we're a homegrown broadcasting company. You know, we film about 10 football games per year, about 20 basketball games, and about 5 to 6 other special events. So, you know, we stay active throughout the whole year. If you want to become a sponsor, or you're having a sporting event that's coming up you want us to be a part of, or if you want to advertise with our program, please reach out to us. We're always open to hear, you know, and open to help. Any company that has anything coming on, any sport or student athlete is doing great, you know, have an amazing stat line, let us know, and we'll definitely put you on, you know, at least post some of your stuff on our page. But let's go ahead and...
In Manchester, Dover, East York, and Redline, our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance saving with no money down and low payments?
You got
Then
it.
shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com. At Thornton Automotive, Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand that you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got
Then
it.
shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
This stuff comes in more handy because
Does it? Okay.
yeah, because if we don't have this stuff, then we have to go out and buy it.
Okay.
And whenever we get an excess, we just give it to our vets that come pick up food for the military share.
All right, we just pulled back into Thornton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram after a long day. We were able to fill a truck bed for Mr. Sandy's. It's going to go a long way for them. We really appreciate everybody that was able to donate this year.
And as the fans can see, Thornton Automotive, their donation list for the Homeless Veterans Center, Mr. Sandy, a lot of people from York, and the surrounding counties as well, but a lot of people from York know about Mr. Sandy Walker, passed away a few years ago. His kids, Sandy Walker, Sean Walker, and the rest of them are still making sure everything's moving and it's still in the sight of his dream and what Mr. Sandy wanted. And as you can see, Thornton Automotive does a great job with, helping people out. And they have a donation list, as you can see, bus passes for single rides, gas cards, monetary donations are desperately needed. If you have any information or any way you want to donate, go ahead and contact Thornton Automotive. Go to the website, thorntondover.com. Or give them a call at 717-292-9222. Located on Route 74, right across the street from Max Ice Cream at 3885 Carlisle Road. And as you can see, again, that's for Mr. Sandy, his Homeless Veterans Center, doing a lot of stuff for the homeless veterans, and they're looking for any donations that you may have they want. So check them out for sure. And also, as you can see, Dover Automotive also has a repair shop for collision. You can see their collision shop. They do a lot of repairs. Voted one of the best of 2022. They have a 4.8 star rating. You have an upcoming Reg Tag event that you guys want to check out. And also the Rapid Up sale. Our good friend Wes Mott.
This stuff comes in more handy because
Does it? Okay.
yeah, because if we don't have this stuff, then we have to go out and buy it.
Okay.
And whenever we get an excess, we just give it to our vets that come pick up food for the military share.
All right, we just pulled back into Thornton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram after a long day. We were able to fill a truck bed for Mr. Sandy's. It's going to go a long way for them. We really appreciate everybody that was able to donate this year.
How's it going? Also, Ty, I would like to talk about Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels is a startup nonprofit organization started in the memory of Central York school teacher Miss Erin Walker, who was suddenly and unexpectedly taken away from the community in May of 2022. Charlie's Angels supports 2 graduating seniors of Central York High School with scholarships going towards their future academics.
Miss Walker was influential here at Central York for many years.
Oh yeah,
as a
she
teacher.
had a definitely impression on a lot of people, and you know her memory will live forever, especially with Central York and with her family, of course. Another shout out to Fairview Early Learning Community Center, located at 465 South Pine Street, and also the second location at 100 Lafayette Street in York, PA. You can visit them on Facebook underneath Fairview Early Learning Center, Early Learning and Community Center, or check them out online at www.fairviewllc.com. Also, S3 Performance Training, the leading training facility for student athletes in the 717 area. John Turpak and Ron Johnson specialize in strength, speed, stamina, and they work with hundreds of student athletes throughout the year. They're located at 2810 East Prospect Road, York, Pennsylvania. They specialize in individual and group performances to help every athlete reach their maximum potential. Give them a call at 717-542-4247. Can't forget Basil Insurance Agency, of course, the Basketball Warehouse, Parma's Pizza.
Parma's Pizza. Pizza's so great, you'll scrape your plate. Darren Bonaquisti, Parma's Pizza in Dallastown, as we are just moments away from starting here the third quarter from Central York High School.
Starting the second half, Central York starts with the freshman number 0, Ryan Brown Jr. Had a decent first half, coming off as a reserve. Davion Litter with the ball, looks, gets some space, see the kick out. They got to talk on defense, Central York does. Jasier Vega with the ball, the super senior, likes to go baseline. Nice pick and roll, tough to, that's just tough.
Newsom, yes.
Once Amari Newsom brings the ball up top, it's really hard to get the ball and do anything else with it. Matthew Parker with the 3. Actually, that was a 2. Jasier Vega with the push. And there's a kickball called on Ben Natal.
You remember as a youngster playing some kickball from time to time? How about it, dude?
One of my favorite sports back in school. I went to Lincoln Elementary on King Street. One of my favorite sports is kickball. Davion likes that shot.
And
they got to understand who Davion is, number 1. He likes to score. You give him any space, he's looking to score the bucket. You got to be all over him.
15 points for Davion.
Nice kick out.
Getting her for 3.
And that's ball movement there. Hey, that's a good look. Good look. Davion Lear with the ball, guard against Matthew Parker. Davion, if he gets any space, he's gonna let it go. There it is.
And he let it go on that shot, dude.
You got to play up close with him. You got to almost dare him to beat you up the dribble, and hopefully you got help. And that's another steal. Davion Litter right there with that steal. He could have took the ball all the way to the bucket and got his points, but he's an unselfish player. He tried to get David Ward involved. He's a good player.
Davion Leonard with 17 points already for York High. York High 37, Central York 28. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Ben Natal looking for something. And the York High fans, they wanted a travel call against Greg Gittinger. Right now, York High's doing a good job of extending that lead.
Gittinger with a rebound.
And that's a big block from Amari Newsom.
It's fun watching that matchup, dude, between Gittinger and Newsom.
Right now, York High has a comfortable 9-point lead. Jocelyn Vega, he likes that space right there. He likes to pull the trigger from that spot. Expected Jocelyn Vega to pull one of these. He's being very patient with the ball. York High's burning some time off the clock as they have the lead. Don't want to fall asleep, the big men in the middle for Central York, because at any time, Jocelyn Vega or Davion Litter can dribble, drive, and get some penetration. And there's a one-on-one situation going on right now. Jocelyn Vega in the paint. Amari Newsom with the ball. And they have a... That's a nice kick out.
It is, yes. Kick. Ben Rill bringing the ball up, give to Ryan Brown Jr. There's Gettinger for the point. 11 points.
Gettinger is getting those rebounds and those second chance opportunities that Central York desperately needs in this game. Davion is pretty much controlling the whole game right now, finding something out of nothing, and that's a...
The student section here at Central letting York High know they can't do that, as they're been rather vocal all evening here.
Yeah, student section is starting to get a little loud.
But Central still down by 7 points now, 37-30. York High with the lead.
Yeah,
4 minutes to go.
And York High's doing a great job of keeping that lead. It got chopped down to about 3 to 4 points, but York High's doing a great job of keeping that lead. And that was good defense from Jocelyn Vega. The ball just happened to dribble out on his leg, but he cut off the baseline, didn't give Greg Gettinger an opportunity, to get to that baseline and get that shot that he wants.
We'll let the fans know we have a special guest tonight in the house. Bo Pribula is here, watching the game back home from State College. He told me he arrived today and checking out his former school here.
Yeah,
Central
for
York
sure.
Panthers.
He's a big-time name. Bo and his brother, Kate Pribula, is here tonight. So big shout-out to the Pribula brothers. And their dad is actually here as well. So, it's a family affair here tonight. There you go, Amari Newsom being a big man. Got to really respect that from Amari Newsom. He knows his position, he knows his job, and he knows his assignment. He gets to it.
Newsom at the free throw line. Has 6 points in tonight's game, looking to add to that point total. Make it 7 points for Amari.
And it rattles out. Central York has to get something on this possession here. Ben Rill for three.
Ben Rill for three and overshoots the net.
That's not, Ben Rill can hit the three. It's not where they really want Ben Rill at, but he can hit the three without a doubt. Right now, York High is being patient again with the ball, trying to set something up. Looks like for Davion Litter. Joel Tucker baseline, nothing there. Good defense from the Central York. Davion likes that matchup he sees. He's calling for a one-on-one. Coach Clovis Gallen's going to allow him to do that.
And a scramble for the ball under the net. Be Central's possession with 2:31 to go.
And it's been a defensive game. You know, we know both teams can score a lot of points, but it's been a very defensive game. And that's a quick foul against David Ward, number 1. One of our breakout stars for football this year, David Ward, made our list. Had a great season for York High in football. Only a sophomore. Going to be calling his name quite often this year. York High's running, St. George running their offense.
Ben Natal fouled on that play. Foul on Amarian Newsom, his 3rd in tonight's game. Will send Ben Natal to the free throw line with 2:14 to go. 6-point lead for York High.
Hey, don't stare him down. Don't stare him down. And that's uncharacteristic for Ben Natal to miss a free throw. He's a really proficient
pretty
scorer.
consistent there from the free throw line. 8 points for Ben.
Still a lot of basketball to go in this game in the second half. About 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. And there's a double screen. No rebound. And that was a double screen move. Kick out to Owen. And that's an and one for Ben Natal. And that's what you like to see from Central York. Get the ball down there fast and get an open shot. Owen Hill didn't get an opportunity to make the 3, but now they have an opportunity to earn it with a 3-point play.
Sends Ben to the free throw line.
Ben has an opportunity to cut this lead to 4 points. York High is still playing a great game, in my opinion.
A 5-point lead for York High.
Checking back in the game is Ben Rill. And that's another miss for Ben Natal. He gets his own rebound.
What a move.
And that's a 4-point play, basically, with his own rebound.
12 points now for Ben Natal.
And that chops the lead down to only 3. And as I said before, Joel Tucker, one of their fastest players with the ball. He likes the matchup, and he loses the ball. But luckily, it goes off on Greg Gittinger.
Bearcats will retain possession. York High with a 3-point lead, 40-37, 127 to go here in the third quarter. From Central York High School, it's Sports Shooting Stars.
David Ward with the ball, guard against Ben Rill. And York High likes to have the ball on that right side there. They do a lot of their offense off that right side. Davion Litter can get to the bucket. Patience, Jasser Vega, short. And that's just a pretty rebound.
And that put in.
Saxton Sukane had the ball, kind of lost the ball. They got to go to Ben Rill here. There's a mismatch right there in the paint with Ben Rill. And they focus on that mismatch. Great pass, entry pass on that mismatch, getting Ben Rill to the line. Want to give a lot of props to number 10, who made that jump shot for York High. We have number 10 listed as Jaquish Baptiste. I may be saying that wrong. I'm pretty sure one of the fans are going to let me know.
Sends Ben Rill now to the free throw line. 9 points for Ben Rill.
And right now, it's only a 2-point game. This is the closest it's been since the first quarter. But again, York High is playing their type of basketball. They're not getting so many steals in the second half. The first half, they had around 8 steals in the first half and about 12 points in transition. You don't see that so much in the second half. There has been some adjustments made from Coach Hoke. Ball control is so key. You can't have a lot of turnovers. Joel Tucker with the ball. You see something. And that's interesting that the referee will call that call.
Yeah, and it did not make Coach Clovis Gallen very happy on that call.
Coach Gallen, he's an animated, passionate coach. He lays his heart on the line, man. It's all about ball. He gets his guys up too. Right now, Central York would benefit. Central York would benefit with having Amari Newsom out the game and having their bigs in the game and maybe tying the game up. I'm not sure if Coach Gallen's going to go back to Amari Newsom or not.
27 seconds to go here in the third quarters. York High 42, Central York 40. Davion Leonard leads all scorers in tonight's game with 17 points.
Yeah, Davion started out really hot in the first quarter, had 11 of their 15 points in the first quarter. He has not cooled down, even though he has 17 points. He's doing a lot of assisting and also slowing down the rock, keeping the pace for York High. Davion Leonard is one of those guys, man. We're going to be calling his name for the next 3 years. I really like his game. He comes from a good family, really hard worker. As I said again, a gym rat, as is a lot of those guys out there for York High. Passing the ball, and Jocelyn Vega.
Foul called on
And Jocelyn Vega has not found his rhythm as of yet, but he's a guy, late in the game, he can really put you away with some deep threes. Once he gets hot, he can hit another and another and another. He's like a microwave. He can get hot very fast. So, don't sleep on the fact that he only has 4 points right now. He's still that senior that can get hot at any time. But right now, York High's in that small ball lineup. If they can get a stop, Central York, they can get the ball back and go in the paint again. And that's Saxton with the ball. Out to Greg Gettinger, out to Owen
Here's
Hill
Owen
for three.
Hill for three, off the rim.
And that's a very crucial rebound for Ben Natal. Don't usually call his name too often on the boards, but this game in particular, he's the cleanup man. He's finding his opportunities to get to the line and put some valuable points back on the board. He has an opportunity. He has an opportunity to tie the game up right now from the line. Ben Natal, another kid with a really great family, always supportive. Knocks down the first. And both these ball clubs, they know each other. York High and Central York. There's a lot of family in between both these ball clubs. A lot of respect. Like I said, York High is my former school that I graduated from. Learned a lot of things there. Played with the likes of Trey Mechanic, Brandon DeShields, DeMar Lopez.
14 points for Ben Natal. Vega.
And that's a quick call there.
1.1 second to go here in the third quarter. We're tied up 42 apiece.
Ben Natal did exactly what he needed to do, tie this game up going into the third quarter. But York High does have an opportunity. Number one, Davion Leonard, he hit a last-second shot before against York High last year to win the game at York High. So he's really good in these situations as far as having no time on the clock and still getting a shot up. Hey, he got the shot up. It looks like Jocelyn Vega's limping a little bit, that right ankle.
At Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion, our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got
Then
it.
shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
But this stuff comes in more handy because
Does it? Okay.
yeah, because if we don't have this stuff, then we have to go out and buy it.
Okay.
And whenever we get an excess, we just give it to our best that
And as you can see, the start of the fourth quarter with the game tied 42-42. That's exactly the type of game you want, you know, from these two big-time Division I programs. Boom. Right now, Davian Litter with the ball, looking for something, sees nothing. Marion Newsom just playing big in the paint.
9 points for Newsom.
Ben Real driving to the bucket. Unauthorized shot right there from Ben Real. And again, Joel Tucker, he likes this matchup. He wants to get all the way to the rim. He likes this match.
And a turnover there by the Bearcats. Natal.
Ben Natal, he had his head down. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He had a guy on the side of him, but he knew he wanted to score that bucket. Big time play from Ben Natal.
16 points for Ben Natal.
You got to box out Marion Newsom. He's having a great game so far. Rebound by Ben Natal. I'm sorry, Ben Real.
Tied up 44-44 here with 6:31 to go.
And this is an opportunity for Central York to take the lead. Inbounding the ball is Ryan Brown Jr.
There's Ryan Brown Jr.
And he hits a big-time shot.
Too.
And he puts them up by 2. The first lead of the game for Central York. Late in the game, but that's Josir Vega. And he answers. And we knew it was going to happen sooner than later. Josir Vega answers with another 3. You can't fall asleep on him. You got to stay on him nonstop throughout the whole game.
7 points for Josir Vega. Ryan Brown Jr. has 5, the freshman for Central York.
As you can see, the cheerleaders doing their thing. Many flips. Are they flips or somersaults, Ty?
I believe somersault.
I'm
close
not,
enough.
okay, I got you.
Maybe you're up next to head down there, Duke.
Yeah,
You're
all
on
right.
the next time out.
I'll break my ankle. So, yeah, like, you know, the student athletes also include the cheerleaders. They do a lot of stuff. They're very athletic, you know, and they travel year-round too, just like with basketball and football, even baseball and these other sports, lacrosse. These cheerleaders are in competitions throughout the whole year, and they have to put a lot of work in. So, big shout out to the cheerleaders from all teams that travel with the team or support their local ball club. Man, what an interesting game. 47 to 46. You know, this is what you expect between these two teams. You don't really expect a blowout. And I said again, Coach Hoke is going with a different lineup. This lineup has not been in the game together throughout the whole year. He's testing his reserves a little bit, giving them opportunities.
And it may come down to the final second in this game here. Gettinger with the ball, bringing it up court. There's Ben Real.
And that was almost like a pass to Ben Real right off the backboard. He just kind of got the ball, went right back up for the tip in. Right now, Davian Litter with the ball. Leading all scores for York High. And you don't want Josir Vega to heat up number 3, the senior guard. Really good kid as well. Know his family. They got to go for the ball. And that was almost like a phantom foul a little bit. Couldn't really see that foul from up here, but the referee saw it on the floor. Ben Real wants an explanation. That's a nice drive from Davion Litter. Going to the bucket. Davion has a huge ceiling. I forgot what team he played for, but he's one of those kids that play AAU and play around the counter pretty much. But he also played with Carmelo's son a few years ago, I believe, and he was on Team Melo. I'm not 100% sure, but Dad does a great job making sure he gets his exposure and he gets his reps. Davion at the line right now, shooting another short. Jahsir Vega just being scrappy. Just being scrappy with the ball. That's
Tucker
a deep
for three.
Steal by Ryan Brown Jr.
Jr.
Crucial steal, but also great plays from around. And I believe it's going to send Ryan Brown Jr. to the line to shoot 2.
It is, yeah. Ryan Brown Jr. with 5, looking to add to his point total with 5:17 to go. We're all knotted up 48 apiece here at Central York High School.
And the freshman has an opportunity to give his team the lead. Let's see what he does. Short on the first. And they got to get back on defense. And you're just watching. You got to get back on defense.
Yes, Tucker now with 10 points.
And that's Ben Real's shot. He likes to get that space. All the way into the bucket with the spin move, looking for the foul. Didn't get it. And it's just a back and forth affair, Todd. It's a lot of media here. There's a lot of cameras. And it's one of those type of games.
Bo's here from Penn State. Everyone's here. I mean, they put their face in the place tonight, and what a game.
And that's another kick out. You got to get out there.
Tucker for 3.
Tucker makes him pay for it. They're doing a terrible job with the switches. Tucker had 2 open threes. That's a great job from knocking it down. And right there, Ben Real tried to put Amari and Newsom in a spin cycle with that spin move there, drawing the foul and sending him to the line. Overall, Central York hasn't been shooting very well from the free throw line. Let's see if Ben Real, I know he's a little bit tired right there. You can see him on his knees. But let's see if he can knock down the shot.
Ben Real with 13 points. Make it 14.
And it's a close game. I want to thank all the fans for tuning in. And as I said again, York High just subbed out Amari Newsom. So Central York has an opportunity. It has the height advantage down low. Once they get back on offense, they want to go to Greg Gittinger or back to Ben Real. But it's all about the defense. You got to play defense. York High is knocking down some big shots. They're finding Juelz Tucker out there in the corner. York High Central York has to fight through those screens and talk on defense. There's another one.
Vega.
That's a rebound
from
Ryan
Brown Jr., a freshman bringing the ball up court. What a move! What a move by Ryan Brown Jr. 7 points for the freshman and gives Central the 1-point lead, 54-53 due.
And Juelz Tucker back out there to his sweet spot. And that was a nice steal and layup from Ryan Brown Jr. Like you said, the crowd has started to say he's only a freshman. You got to earn your opportunities. Right now he's earning it. The game is not over, though. You got to finish York High out, and they got to play some good basketball if they want to come out with the victory. Right now, Central York has a one point lead in the game. Ben Natal with the ball, and they check Amari Newsom right back into the game, rightfully so.
There's Gittinger from the pit. 13 points for Gittinger.
14 points for Gittinger. Great job for Gittinger. And I said again, York High likes to have the ball on that right-hand side and get their buckets and get their points. They want to try to set up a double screen to get Jewels open or Davion Litter. And some of the Central York fans wanted a travel to be called, but not a travel call.
He's got to send Tucker to the free throw line. He has 13 points for York High. York High now down by 3, 56-53 with 3:01 to go.
And Jewels Tucker shooting a one-on-one at the line. Short on the first. Greg Gettinger with the rebound. And right now, this is where Central York has to take their time with the ball. They have to take their time with the ball. And they don't. They get a quick shot up.
Saxon Sukanik with the rebound, bringing the ball up court to give to Gettinger.
And that's a nice
15 points for Greg Gettinger. And this crowd's going crazy, dude. 2:36 to go. York High down by 5, 58-53 Central York, as a timeout is called by head coach Glovis Gallen for York High.
And you haven't really seen that from Central York as far as rallying back from being down. But right now they're having some energy out there, and they're really relying on their whole team to kind of get them back into the game. And right now they're back into the game, and they just like that have a 5-point cushion. But like I said again, York High's a deadly team. They score points in bunches, so they got to bunker down. With a 5-point lead like this, you want to play defense. You don't want to really focus so much on the offense and getting buckets. There's no shot clock. And that's why you have your guards in the game. You want to burn the clock as much as you can. Hopefully catch York High slipping here and there. And don't give York High the ball back. They can score really fast in transition, and they have some deadly three-point shooters.
Leading scorers for Central York, Ben Natal with 18. Greg Gettinger and Ben Rill each have 15 points. And the freshman, Ryan Brown Jr., 7 points. What a game, to our second broadcast of the season. Last week was that double overtime.
Absolutely.
Game at Dallastown, and tonight's just as equally exciting here tonight from Central York High School.
And this is the crucial thing for Central York. They've been in this situation a few times. The last 3 games, they got to learn how to finish these games. Hold the ball, but like I said, York High's going to come out. They're looking for a play. They're getting the ball to their guys, and they're trying to get a quick score because they can't score in bunches.
Jasir Vega for 3 and drains it.
Just like that, Jasir Vega. And we said earlier, he's that guy.
10 points for Vega.
He can have a loud 20 points or a loud 10 points.
And a steal, Tucker with the ball. Central clinging to a 2-point lead, 58-56 with 2:10 to go.
And you got to wonder.
Tucker is slow to get up right now.
Yeah, want to make sure Jewels Tucker is okay. He's a little gimpy on that leg there. He's an explosive player. He's a guy that, goes downhill. He's a gritty player. You see he's being comforted by his teammate, Davion Lindner. But again, this game in particular, Central York has to go back and look at the turnovers. They had to look at all the steals that York High had, which unofficially, I have around 9 steals so far in this game. You just got to slow it down, get guys in position to score. That's a nice shot from Jewels Tucker. Gives them the lead. I'm sorry, cuts the lead to only 1 now.
Lead to 1, Central clinging to that 1-point lead.
And right now, Central can play some keep away. They can play some keep away. They can play some keep away if they wanted to. And it looks like York High's going to earn it from the line.
Yes.
They're sending the right guy to the line. That's Davion Litter. He can knock it down with ease, man.
18 points
He's
for
a big-time
Davion.
player. He lives at the line, and he's
These are the
made
moments.
for these type of moments. His fan club and his supporters know that he's a knockdown shooter, man. It doesn't take him much. Doesn't take much for him to knock down these free throws. He has ice in his veins. Was on our top 10 list, I believe, at number 8, YIAA coming into the game. And it's a tie game.
Hit it 58-58, under 2 minutes to go.
Here's the thing, no turnover for Central York. I would burn the clock as much as I could. No turnovers for Central York. If they get an open shot, definitely take it.
What a shot by Ben Natal.
That's Ben Natal's shot.
But you got 20, dude.
But you got to understand, a guy like Jocelyn Vega, he made the shot on Jocelyn Vega. Vega's going to return something in return. He plays a very passionate game. He's looking for his shot now and possibly a bigger shot. And that's a nice tip
Yes.
from Ryan Brown Jr. on that deflection right there. Tipped it right back into the hands of Amari Newsom, who was standing on the line.
We talk about making your moments count for Ryan Brown Jr. That moment's tonight. He's making them count, the freshman. Brings the ball up court.
And there it is. You want to slow it down a little bit. You want to use that guard work. You want to try to just get one good shot.
Timeout called by head coach Jeff Hope.
And the York High
And
fans
they're-
wanted a
yeah,
travel call.
yeah.
Looks like he slid his leg a little bit. Don't know if
Yeah,
there's enough for the call, but he did have a
But
little bit of movement in his leg.
And a heads-up play by head coach
Absolutely.
Jeff Hope by calling that timeout with 49.3 seconds to go. Central York 60, York High 58. And boy, this has been everything we expected to do tonight.
I mean, it's a barn burner, man. It's going down to the wire between two good ball clubs. Very classy, very clean game so far. I mean, no roughhousing, no hard fouls, just clean basketball between both these players. I mean, both these teams. And, you know, shout out to the players and also the coaches. This has been a battle of the minds as well, because it's been tough the whole way through.
Fans that are tuned in may want to circle the date for this rematch, which will be played at York High later in the season.
I believe
I'll tell you what, it's
I believe that's January 20th. I'm not 100% sure, but again, you know, our schedule is fluid. It can change, you know, to be announced type of thing. So it can be changed. If we can add some games on there, we have the liberty to do that. Right now, it's all up to the guys on the Central York side to hold the ball and not have any turnovers. And it's up to York High to try to get a quick turnover and add that pressure. York High does a great job with trapping. So expect to see some quick traps from York High as they want some points fast. And looks like Coach Hoke is going to run a motion set with a little less than 45 seconds to go. And that quick foul is going to send Ben Real to the line.
make that Greg Gittinger at the free throw line on that foul there.
And let's see how Central York does at the line. They've been short pretty much all game so far, putting them up by 3 points.
16 points for Greg.
And expect York High to get the ball and push it. They're going to push it the whole way down, and they're going to look for an open three, but they're going to try to get to the bucket ASAP.
$17 points.
Dave Leonard with the nice turnaround.
Rebound by Gittinger.
It looks like that's an offensive foul against Greg Gittinger.
Yes.
Don't normally see that on a guy getting a rebound and trying to get some,
trying to
get some space, some separation. But that was a nice defensive move, I believe, by Davion Litter was on that play. And now York High has the ball back with opportunities.
Rebound by Gittinger. And gets it out to Saxon Sukanik for the easy bucket.
And that's a big-time bucket from Saxon Sukanik. Davion Leonard with the ball, coming down the court, looking for something. He's deep.
A big three.
He
and
knocks it
drains
down.
it by Davion Leonard.
He can do that. As we said again, he's that type of player. He pulled up at damn near the logo. Excuse my language,
Yeah.
but he pulled up at the logo to knock that shot down.
Phenomenal shot by Leonard. Gives him 22 in tonight's game and pulls York High now within 3. 64-61 Central. 11.2 seconds to go. Don't go anywhere,
Wow.
sports fans.
And so it's going down to the
gonna be-
wire. And
Right.
it's been like that. And I believe this year, more than any other years, in the YIAA, especially in Division I, it's a wide open field. You know, there's a lot of talent on all the teams, but, you know, this is a grudge match. You know, York High
is.
can win one game, Central York can win the next game. I mean, it's really a grudge match, but this may be a preview of what you may see in the Division I county playoffs.
An exciting time of the year.
You want to
you
tell
know,
the fans as well, I'm sorry, Todd, before I get out of here, you want to tell the fans as well that, you know, to let us know who you believe the player of the game should be. You know, there's a lot of good players on both teams. The game is not over. Absolutely, the game's not over, but we want you guys to chime in and help us out with the player of the game. Player of the game can be almost the leading scorer or the most impactful player of the game, or if it's a last-second shot, hey, that's the player of the game. So it can go to anybody.
And at the rate we're going to, it could very well come down to the last shot.
And York High has three-point shooters and guys that can score fast. So, and that's a quick foul from Josir Vega, stopping the clock. And it looks like they have an issue with the clock.
The issue with the clock, and you're going to sort that out. Men in stripes here tonight.
I think they're going to put 10 seconds on the clock. I believe it was about 11.2, and I believe they're going to put 10 seconds back on the clock. Or around 10 seconds, I'm not 100% sure. I want to thank all the fans for tuning in tonight and watching this game. The game is not over, of course. We see leads like this go to overtime. So, you know, this game is not over. If you watch any Central York games so far, even York High against Dallastown, that went to overtime. So, you know, these teams are built, you know, for extra extended periods.
As we are as well. Points now for Ben Natal. Leads all Central scorers. Davion Leonard with 22 points.
And Ben Natal, you know, was pretty quiet in the first half, but then the second half really exploded, got his points, got some rebounds, which you don't normally say about Ben Natal, but he was getting the rebounds. He's getting a lot of looks this year as well. He's doing a great job at the line for Central York. Knocks down another one. Inbound the ball to Davion Leonard. He hit that deep three. He's probably lucky that he fouled. Well, I don't know. Almost lucky that he fouled Davion Leonard because he actually hit a three.
He did.
Coming down the court. And Coach Oak is getting on number 0, Ryan Brown Jr. for that foul against a guy like Davion Leonard. But you got to understand, he's a downhill type of player. He's looking for that big-time shot or a three. And uncharacteristically, Davion Leonard misses a free throw. He's lights out. I mean, like I said, he's a great player. No knock on him at all, but you don't normally see that from him. York High's in a tough position right now, down by 5 points with only 8 seconds to go. Davion knocks it down very smoothly. Hey, that was a great foul from York High because they only took off a 0.6 of a second, not even a full second off the clock. And the score's not, I mean, the game's not over. It's only a 4-point game.
Sends Ben Real now to the free throw line.
And again, watching Central York play, they came up with a different lineup in the second half. They matched guard for guard, had more of a guard set going in, had an opportunity to burn some time off the clock. I think was in their favor. And Ben Real does a great job of knocking down the free throw at the line with 7.4 seconds to go in this game.
16 points now for Ben Real.
Wonder if Central York's going to pick up full court or not. And they can roll the ball a little bit, as they do. Davion Leonard with the ball. He goes deep. Short. He shoots another. He knocks it down. And that's a win for Central York over York High. 68-65. Very competitive game. Great game from both ball clubs. They worked their butts off. They'll see each other again. Absolutely.
What a game, dude. And both teams shaking hands.
And again, this is a grudge match. Any team can walk out with a win or a loss here. You know, they're two good teams, so it was very exciting to see this game here tonight and watch all the guys ball out and have a good time.
Davion Leonard led all scorers with 26 points tonight, dude. For Central York, leading scorer Ben Natal, 22 points, followed by Greg Gittinger and Ben Rill, both each scoring 17 points. And your final score, Central York 68, York High 65, and what I would consider another classic from Central York High School, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good game between two good ball clubs. They did their thing, made some big-time shots, hit some shots in the clutch as they needed. And we're going to go down and talk to a couple of players, and I believe, you know, we'll probably talk about 2 or 3 players and also the coach. You know, like I said, that was a well-coached game. That was a tough game. Coach Gallen always gets the best out of his players. I played a really tight game. York High was actually up 10 points in that game at one point in time, and it really took the defensive effort from Central York to kind of climb back into the game and, you know, do what they needed to do. But, you know, it was a great game. I had a lot of fun. You know, shout out to York High. Always like to film that team. I see Jaheim White here tonight as well. He's down there on the court. York High is great, going to West Virginia. His National Signing Day is tomorrow. So check him out. We're doing something with Jaheim tomorrow for his signing day. So go ahead. You know, we got something, a preview of what we're going to do with Jaheim. So tune in tomorrow for Jaheim White for York High, his National Signing Day. We'll be over at the Inch & Co Mansion doing a little bit for Jaheim and talking to him about his decision, you know, about what he's going to do next. A lot of credit to York High. They balled out. Like I said, you know, tough matchup. But, you know, these guys are going to see each other again. It should be really good. I think the race is wide open in Division I, and I'm excited to see how, you know, how the season progresses.
We made our way down here, mid-court. Yeah, there you go. She's waving to us. And what an impressive game right here on the hardwood floor. A big win by Central, 68-65. We're awaiting players to come out to talk to.
Like I said, it was a really balanced scoring between Central York as far as player of the game. We had Ben Natal recorded at 20 points, I believe. 22 points in this game, and then we also have Greg Gittinger with 17.
And Ben Real had 17.
Ben Real has 17 as well. So it was a very balanced scoring. So we're going to talk to those guys. And we also may bring over Ryan Brown Jr.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go back in the back here and let them know.
Well, yeah, I think I said something to him a little earlier before the game. But they also, the reason why we're going to interview Ryan Brown Jr. as well, he only had 7 points, but he was an impactful player. First time getting his opportunities. And, we're going to talk to him as well. Pretty much the whole starting five. I mean, also Coach Hoke. Like I said, today's game was a really good game for Central York. It kind of turned the corner a little bit, showed a different dynamic that they have with their ball club. So, very interested in talking to the guys.
Central moves to 3-0 in conference.
In conference play, absolutely.
York High falls to 2-1. I have a feeling these two teams will be meeting up at least one more time at York High. Who knows, maybe in the county championship.
Yeah, and that's a game, we have to definitely film. It's not on our schedule, but we'll probably be there to film that game as well. It should be a really good game. I'm interested. We got a lot of good games on the schedule. Like I said, Littlestown,
after the new year, Littlestown at West York.
Yeah.
A big matchup.
Then
That'll
West
be our
York
first game of 2023.
And then West York versus Eastern York. That's another great game. Can't wait for that one as well. But like I said, we're right here right now, kind of somewhat in limbo a little bit.
Well, some of the players are making their way out of the locker room now, and
like when we're talking. Also want to tell the fans again, look us up on Instagram and all the social
Facebook,
medias,
yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Sports Shooting Stars, it's all there.
I may make my way back in the back.
Okay, that's fine.
Let them know that we are waiting. And we want, again, just to emphasize, Ben Natal.
Ben Natal is our player of the game with 22 points, had a great game. Like I say, he's one of, pretty much put the team on his back, had a lot of crucial putbacks and, hit some big shots at the free throw line. I want to give a big shout out to York High coming in a hostile environment like Central York, going up and really showing, what they're really good at on display. Transitional basketball. They have about 4 dunks in the first half, and it was just, big time basketball between those guys. I'm really very excited to see York High continue to play. They did a great job.
Well, here come some of the players. They're coming out now. We'll 22 points. How's it going, man? How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, you guys say you need me for playing a good game?
Well, we are. You had a big Central turnout here tonight with the fans, and you never know what pops up on live TV here. Father of Matthew Parker, Ben Natal, we're waiting for him to make his way out. Good job. Greg Gittinger with 17 points.
And we'll talk to the coach as well, Coach Hoke.
We see RB Ryan Brown Jr. is here.
We'll talk to him briefly. He had what we consider an impactful play. Had a couple crucial steals,
nice
7
shots.
points.
Yep.
When they needed it, he scored. So I think that's very important. York High can keep their head up high. There's no reason for them to keep their head low. They played a very good game. They showed why they're probably the fastest team in the county. And not just being
early
fast,
on
they're
in
very
that game.
skilled.
Yeah, They ran, as you said, in transition. It was a track meet there for York High earlier in the game and really opened things up against this Central York ball club.
I guess some guys are back there maybe taking a shower or something like that. I'm not sure. And I see Greg Gittinger. He's over there talking to his father, Jay Gittinger, who also played for the Cleveland Cavaliers NBA team.
Want to remind the fans to tune in. Our next broadcast this Thursday, we'll make our way to York Catholic as they'll play host to Executive Education this Thursday. Big matchup.
Oh, that's in 2 days. Yeah,
2 days.
Less than 48 hours.
Oh,
That's going to be a big time game. Executive Education, a charter school out of Allentown.
Allentown.
You know, they can recruit. They got some big time players on their team. We filmed them last year. They had some big time dunks. Had a lot of fun.
Well, I think Ben Natal is making his way out of the locker room here with his father. Come on in here, Ben.
Ben's the man
Ben,
today.
come on in. Congratulations, Ben Natal. I mean, our player of the game tonight. Big performance, 22 points, Ben. Tell the fans that are watching what went into tonight's game with your performance.
From the jump, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. Early, we got down a couple points, but being the fact that we were able to come back through that hard first half, that definitely shows that we are working hard.
And it showed, I mean, with the injury to Dotson, now you're stepping up more in this game. And just what does that injury mean to this team?
Losing Ethan was definitely a big, that sucks for our team, but being able for us to keep our composure and still come out here and fight, that was good for us.
Well, Ben, you had a really good game, man. You knocked it down at the free throw line. We even saw you get some rebounds this game. So this is one of those games we play against a team like York High. You got to be super scrappy. What was the mentality coming in, during after halftime, coming into the second half?
Being the aggressor, that's what we knew we had to do coming into the game. And second half, I think we did that really well.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did a great job, man. You were awarded our player of the game. Like I said, it's a fan vote, man. I know you're going to get a lot of these, so here's the first one.
First of many, I'm sure,
real quick.
for the sophomore right there. And would you like to say, I know some of your families here, would you like to say anything maybe to some other family that are watching online tonight?
Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
That's Ben Natal.
All right,
Man,
great job,
a few
Ben.
words, but congratulations again to
22
Ben Natal,
points.
our leading scorer with 22 points tonight.
Great job, man.
Ben Natal.
Go celebrate with the family.
Yep, they're waiting right off screen here. Ben Natal, our player of the game tonight, too.
We're also going to get Greg for a second.
Well, we might as well. I mean, we can get Greg. I mean, we can get Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown, get over here. Ryan Brown Jr. Come on over here. Yeah, come on over here, Greg Gittinger.
This is all part of the game, man.
This
you
is all
got to
part
do
of
the
the
post
game.
game.
You might as well get used to
stuff.
it. Greg Gittinger here, 17 points. Again, you just keep adding to your point total, Greg. What did it feel tonight with walking away with this W?
Yeah, we just every night, it's been a little bit of a struggle, but we found a way, and that's the most important part. Is that every night we find a way, and that hopefully we can put some practices together and get better every single day. Because we're a really young group. We didn't have a single starter or senior in the starting lineup. So, and then we had obviously RB coming up, freshman.
Ryan Brown, 7 points, big shots. I know you're used to kind of being behind the camera, but tonight the lights were on, the camera were on. Your thoughts with your performance tonight?
I thought my performance was pretty good, but I knew that we was coming into the game with a dogfight. We had our senior out. Ethan Dotson's going to be out for a while, so I know I had to step up, and I trust my teammates, and we got the dub. Fought hard.
And with that, another game Thursday. I believe it's Spring Grove, correct? Spring Grove Rockets Central this Thursday. I know you'll be ready, gentlemen. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, you guys are 3-0 in the conference, so keep it going. Great job tonight, guys. We'll see you soon.
with 17 points. Ryan Brown Jr., 7 points. Congratulations for the freshman making an impact tonight. What a game, do. And I tell you, it's two great broadcasts to kick this season off.
Oh, yeah, we got it going like really early so far in this game. So far in this season, two great broadcasts. As you said, the first game we did was the Downtown versus Central York, and that was a double overtime thriller. And now we had another one here at Central York. And, big shout out to both the teams. Coach Gallen, like I said, he's a really good coach for York High. He's always accommodating for us. We have a special coming out with Coach Gallen. It's called the Labor of Love. All the things he does as a coach for York High, and a little bit of background of the things he does. So that's coming out sometime this week, with Coach Gallen for York High. But, big shout out to everybody that watched the game here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and break down and just keep us We'll be
Keep
back in 2
following us
days.
on Facebook
We'll be
and
back in 2
Instagram. We'll be
days.
back in 2 days. Stu Jones, Todd Edwards, thank you for tuning in tonight for Sports Shooting Stars. Good night.